What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another bionano genomics update for you, ticker symbol BNGO. They had a very strong finish to this week, going up about 21%. They had a massive week-long event, their cytogenomics symposium, which they released a lot of great information, sending the stock a lot higher, but I don't think that this stock is anywhere near as high as it could go in the near future. We're going to go over all of the different reasons why I think bionano genomics is going to have an amazing week this week and continue throughout the rest of 2021. So if you enjoyed this video, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It helps me get this information out to as many people as possible and grow on this platform, and you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks and learn about a couple of new ones. So one of the more important catalysts coming up in the near future is this article right here. So Biden requests $415 billion from Congress to ramp up the country's pandemic response. And we can see that in this bill that Biden is requesting, it mentions emergency spending to scale up vaccinations, testing, contact tracing, and very important for bionano genomics, genomic sequencing, and other efforts to fight against the pandemic. Now, if we scroll down a little bit further, we can see that the funding request also highlighted the need to scale up the country's genomic sequencing efforts in light of new highly transmissible variants of the virus. Now, if we take a look a little bit down, they're really mentioning genomic sequencing a lot. And what's very important is if we come over here, we can see that bionano genomics, in one of their symposium days, they announced that they identified structural variants with possible roles in pathogenesis and outcomes in severely ill pandemic patients using bionano's saphyr system. That's very important. We could see in the near future bionano genomics get some government contracts in order to help with the genomic sequencing of this different disease. If we come down a little bit further, we can see, unlike other analyses of the host genome, which are usually limited to genome-wide association studies or exome genome sequencing and aim to detect single base pair changes, the consortium focuses on finding larger variants in patients' genomes because they are believed to have a greater potential to impact genes. So basically what they're trying to do is use this genomic sequencing in order to find better health outcomes and possible treatment ideas for a bunch of different diseases. Now, they recently did their autism study where they genome mapped a specific gene of an individual on the higher functioning end of the autism spectrum. Now, that's kind of why bionano genomics really started ripping up down here. They had an extension of their compliance on NASDAQ because they were trading at below $1, and NASDAQ requires all of the stocks on their exchanges to have a closing bid of $1, which basically means they just need to have a share price of $1, which bionano has greatly exceeded in the past month. Bionano Genomics is also raising a lot of money. We can see that they announced the closing of an additional $101.8 million underwritten public offering of common stock and full exercise of underwriters' option to purchase additional shares. That is a pretty good sign. So if the underwriters are exercising their option to buy more shares, it means that they also want to have a stake in this company. Now, the price of this offering was about $3.05 per share, and at the time that this offering was announced, bionano genomics was trading at around the $5 mark and ended up crashing down to about $4.17. But when people figured out what bionano genomics was actually going to be using these funds for, basically general corporate purposes, which we see in all of these different offerings, but also they wanted to use this money to potentially merge or acquire another company that could help streamline their distribution process of their saphyr system and help the technology get even better. And we've seen this stock go absolutely crazy in the last week. So the bionano genomics symposium kind of ended off on a very strong note. We can see that day 4 of bionano's next generation cytogenomics symposium, saphyr solves genetic mysteries, enables study of complex genetic diseases, simplifies muscular dystrophy testing. So essentially what saphyr does is it provides a very cost-effective and efficient way to do these genome mapping studies and eliminates a lot of the human error if you were to use the old methods. We can see here Saphyr can measure large expansions of disease-causing genomic repeats, impossible with other modern techniques. That's very important. Saphyr and Bionano Genomics are the only company right now that has this technology, so enabling study of broad range of currently inaccessible genetic diseases. That's very important. If they can start genome mapping and kind of analyzing the different genomes of individuals that have diseases that the scientists have not really been able to pinpoint what causes these diseases or what the possible treatments are, this is going to give this company an extremely high valuation just because they are providing such a high value to society. So genetic disease cases undiagnosed using existing methods were solved by optical genome mapping. Very important. Now, assays developed on Saphyr by University of Iowa and KU for FSHD muscular dystrophy testing provide unambiguous results in half of the time for half of the cost than the current standard. Very important as well. They're able to do this process in half of the time and half of the cost. So they're really helping out all of these scientists put their studies on a quicker timetable, so they're able to get these studies done quicker, analyze the information, and then maybe provide some treatment options or help with the quality of life of their patients. So overall, I was a bit skeptical in the past when Bionano was trading at around the $5 mark, just because it went from the 55-cent mark all the way up to around $7, and it went from being a penny stock, very cheap, to a pretty decently high-valued company for what they produce and what their sales numbers are. Now, it really sold off, and that's when I was kind of saying, I'm going to wait until the volatility settles down, and maybe it kind of has a consolidation period where we can kind of see where the price floor will be before thinking about buying any new shares. But the stock price kind of really rallied up, and I did miss the boat in some form. But I think now with this new request from Biden that they are going to be doing a lot of genome testing, I think that Bionano Genomics is going to have a government contract coming in its near future. Now, I love this company now. I think I'm going to start getting into a position this week. I also think it's going to keep going up just because of all of the really great catalysts that it has. It has all of the different genetic testing. It has an unbelievable product that has half the cost and twice the speed of any other method on the market, and it's a pretty new company. Now, I think that ARK Invest or some other big institutions are going to start buying this company in the near future. I think ARK is going to be a little late on the boat. There was a YouTube video that was posted that said that ARK Invest will not be buying Bionano Genomics. Somebody talked to an analyst about this. I said in one of my videos that I really don't think that any analyst at a big actively traded firm such as ARK would just give out information to somebody, let alone a YouTuber, to put that out on the internet. So those statements were recently kind of retracted, and the ARK analyst said that his statements were taken out of context. And Kathy Wood has had a very high emphasis on genomics over the past year. If you take a look at her Twitter, you can see that she's tweeted a decent amount that genomics is going to be the future. And I think Bionano Genomics is going to be a great addition to her portfolio. And I think I'm going to add it to mine as well. I think that Bionano Genomics could go all the way up to the $20 range by the end of 2021 if they keep coming out with more studies and they keep honing in on their product and use the capital that they have raised to better their product long term and make it more efficient and maybe less costly for the individuals that need to buy the Saphyr. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed what I had for you in this one, please comment down below your thoughts on Bionano Genomics. Make sure you like this video and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me get this information out to as many people as possible. You get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and interact in the comments and share your thoughts on what stocks that you are buying and holding for the long term or swing trading. So that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and let's have a really profitable week coming up this week.